Hi guys, Rinsler787, but you knew that. You're here. And you also know why you're here. We beat the biggest challenge I think I've had for my stream, and I couldn't find any help online to do this, besides from generalistic ideas of the issue, but nothing directly related to my issue. And I think it's something that some people may run into. I wanted to shed light on this because it's something that, as an audience, maybe you don't really get to see the issues that streamers run into to get all their little tricks working for the stream, and maybe even basic stuff sometimes is a challenge because every computer and every setup is so different. This, for example, I feel like it's an issue that a lot of people may have, and maybe they give up on it, or they heard of somebody that had the issue, so they're not going to try it. This is for the Elgato capture card. I got the chat link right here. It's the cable that splits audio from your party chat into your control with this little dongle, so you can hear party chat from your Xbox in stream without having to actually be in party chat. So I got this, and I was excited because Call of Duty's coming out. Everybody knows that party chat is insane for that game. The trolling and just everything that goes on in party chat in that game is the real reason why everybody plays that game. The trolling and people are being obnoxious. It's the best part. So I wanted to feature that in my stream, obviously, to really capture the sense of the game for my audience, and I got this. But I have an issue where I have incredibly annoying static coming through the audio all the time. And I started digging around on the internet, and I found ground looping, I think it's called, yeah, and a whole bunch of solutions, and all the solutions were for ground looping in PC for audio issues. So I started obviously messing around with the computer. You can see it's open right there, and obviously that didn't yield any results. After I think about 2 hours, I decided to start looking at other things. So I disconnected my capture card, and obviously it not having any power, I heard the static still, and I'm like, okay, so maybe it's not the PC. I completely disconnected the PC from the wall. Static is still coming through. So we went into the Xbox, obviously. Then that was the only thing left, and I disconnected power from my control, which my control is hardwired in, so I don't waste any batteries. And I put batteries in it, and that solved it. I am ground looping through my Xbox into the capture card. So basically the power to the HDMI and the ground for the HDMI is looping with the power and the ground for the USB on the control. And I have a serious need to be wired in because I am using the strike pack, and so I obviously want to be wired in. It doesn't work with batteries. So we have to work on that issue. And I decided to purchase a ground isolator for the USB, but I'm not sure it will work, since obviously everybody's build quality on different products is very different. So I want to be sure that it's going to work, and if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. And I decided I was going to splice open my wire and then get power from a separate USB. Obviously you'd have to take the ground and the power out of this wire and leave the data wires going to the Xbox, and then you'd run the power and the ground from a separate USB port. Sounds kind of complicated, but it's also kind of easy depending on your knowledge level of these things, and basically it should work. But I don't really trust the build quality on these things. Obviously, I don't know if some of them may be missing data wires or the strike pack is not going to work. So I have two cables here that I know work, and one is this USB extension. So if I don't want to mess up my little fancy wire for my strike pack, I am going to splice this thing open then so I don't mess up my good wire and I mess up something that's really replaceable. And I'm going to run, where's my other wire? The power from this wire on this wire. So I'm going to splice power from here, from a wall to here, which is the power for the USB, onto the control. So here we are, spliced into the cable already, and these are the wires. I just went around with a knife and went around here, and then I got some nail clippers or any kind of tweezer that you have and cut a little bit and just peel it off. I got rid of the shielding here and I tested to see if the looping was still happening, just to give it a little try. Maybe luck was on my side and I didn't have to work so much on this, but I do. I still have the looping sound. I'll try to show that on stream by putting the headphones up to the microphone. That's the looping. I don't know if you can hear that. And so now we are going to cut. Always trust red and black. We're going to cut the red and black, and we are going to add that other cable onto the ones that go, the leads that go to the control, not to the Xbox. And we'll give that a shot. Actually, I'm going to try the ground first, just the ground, and see if we get lucky. Let's see. Oh, I know it looks bad. Oops, actually it just ended. But anyways, it was on there pretty good, and we still had the static coming through. And I know this looks like crap, but bear with me. I'm trying to help you guys, and I just want to get through with the video and find a solution, because I've been on this, like I said, for about 3 hours, and I'm kind of tired of it. Right now then we're going to cut the power wire also, and then we'll run that to the other wire that I found. So that's it, guys. It is working. If you cannot tell by the tone of my voice, 100%. Actually, right now it's connected to my PC speakers and you can hear no static. Let me get to changing the camera around and I'll show you guys right now. So that's what I did. Just red to red, black to black. I'm gonna fix that. Don't worry about it. Mind your own business. Let's show you. Okay, so here, changing in the menu, and you can hear that, right? Hopefully you can hear that. Anyways, so let's connect a regular wire straight from the Xbox. Regular working wire that I have right here, straight from the Xbox. I'll just disconnect it. My invention. Well, not invention, my homemade isolator, yeah. And connect it straight up to the control that I'm using to capture the audio. And let's have a listen. Okay, you can't really hear the static, but it was coming through very heavily on the stream. And you can extra hear it on the headphones. Okay, so basically the wire you have coming out of your Xbox, you will cut a segment of it off like that. You will cut completely the red and black wires, and you will cut another cable completely at the tip. You take the red and black wires from the cable that you completely cut onto the one that runs to your control, and the side that goes to your control, the red and black on the side, not the red and black that goes to the console, the red and black that goes to the control, you will add those red and black from the cable that you cut onto that. That will give you power on your control without causing the audio loop on your audio capture with the chat link. That is it. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was kind of long, but I'm trying to aim for that supposed algorithm on YouTube that videos have to be at least 10 minutes long. I'm not sure if I quite made it, but I'm trying anyways. And anyways, thank you for watching. I hope I solved your issue. It was definitely a tough situation because I was waiting for this cable for a while, and I thought, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to use it in time because Call of Duty actually comes out tomorrow, so I wasn't going to be able to wait also for an isolator or anything, and I wasn't willing to risk, like I said, build quality, because I know some companies can get kind of dodgy and maybe it would arrive and it wouldn't work, so I decided to do it myself. And I think it came out a lot better. If I can fix that, I'll try to pop up an image of the finished product at the end of this video so you don't bash me about my crappy soldering work or whatever. Anyways, that's it. I'm gonna get to finishing this thing. Hopefully you guys can get to working on it if you need it. We're all heat shrinked up, we're capped. Yeah, it looks like crap, but it's a prototype. The Elgato ground isolator. Hit me up, guys. I know you're gonna like it. Also, it's October 2019. If they make this after this video, I'm suing them. Alright. So, the conveniently labeled GoPro USB goes to the wall charger. The not labeled plug goes to the Xbox. And then I have the female USB for my regular cable, so I didn't even have to mess with my real fancy braided cable. I just got a spare. And so anyways, if you guys have your main cable or whatever and you want to use another spare, or you want to use your main cable, I can guarantee you now that it will work, so don't be afraid to use it if you have the skills for it. If not, practice on some other cheap cable, or if you're as lucky as I am that you have one of these extensions, use that. Trust me, you won't regret it. So like I said, this one goes to the Xbox, this one goes to the wall, female for the control, no static. Awesome, guys. I hope you enjoy it.